Full Velocity TV begins now.
Well, if you ever had that bad dream like you were falling, well, you're living the real life version of it here tonight. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Full Velocity TV here live tonight. I guess you could say half Velocity TV here at the dirt track of the Charlotte Motor Speedway, hanging out with the guys over at Dirt Warrior Racing. Another round of Wednesday night street fights on the docket. So good evening, everybody out there. We're on Facebook Live, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch TV. Philicast Zero, very, very under the weather here this evening, along with my broadcast partner, very much equally under the weather. Mr. Too Tall Todd Stanton is down there in the control booth here again tonight, and I know I'm in rough shape. I know I'm sounding poor, but Todd, somehow, someway, you managed to get yourself to the airwaves, which in its own right tonight was a feat within itself. But you ready, partner? How we doing?
Doing fantastic right now as I can be, Phil. Just motoring along, trying to get through this broadcast. Made it through work. I can make it through the broadcast. Shows you how dedicated I try to be in anything I do here. And, or just plain stupid. We just discussed that. I could be stupid, But I wanted to make sure that the DWR, Dirt World Racing guys, got a show here tonight.
Well, we're giving them the best show we can possibly give them as we're out here tonight at the dirt track, the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Lineup as out on the racetrack. They've taken the mock green. They are getting into their proper starting alignment, which I unfortunately do not have in front of me here. So I am going to do the best I can do to give you what I think would be the starting lineup. It appears to be on the pole is going to be car number 71 of the Iceman, Daniel Stifler. It looks like on the outside, the 111 of Kyle Moyer. The second row looks to be the 117 of Derek Dubry with the number 20 of Greg Turberville. The number 86 of Derek Fedkenhauer with the number 23 of Lon Franks rolling next. As I drift back on through the field here, I believe we have... I believe it's Michael Whitlock's 00. That may be up there the next row. I'm going to try to scramble here, guys. Bear with me as I roll past the line here. Going to be Jason Salter in car number 10, get her off from 7th spot with the number 44 of Head Start, Charlie Harrell, on the outside of the 4th row. The number 01 is Daniel Price with the number 3 car, Barrett Bishop, rolling out 10th. Next row back, the number 51 is Justin Gledhill with the 68 car of Ron Piles. The number 11 car of Trey Jones back with us this week, as is the number 07 of Justin Pruitt. Deep in the field this week, we find car number 21 of Jim Revis. Newcomer here tonight, car number 94, Tim Blundell. The number 00 is Michael Whitlock, along with the number 6 car of Ryan Bronson. And our final row of our 20-car field on the inside is car number 27 of Daniel Crossett with the number 097 of Mitchell Eno. So there you have it, guys, a 20-car field here for another round of DWR Wednesday Night Street Fights, all for the pride and glory, the prestige of going on to Victory Lane here tonight. I want to thank all you out there watching this evening, Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch TV. We're going to give you the best we can do it here on the limited air capacity I'm going to have here tonight. Todd's with me here as well. We're off at turn number 4, and I believe we opened it up, Todd. We're Green Flag Racing, the dirt track at the Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Yeah, green flag down into turn number 2. It's Iceman Daniel Stifler in that number 71 machine. The 117 of Derek Dupree running in that second spot. The 86 machine of Derek Fedkenauer. We saw him win quite a few times here already on Full Velocity TV within the last, I'm going to say, about 4 weeks. He's running right now currently in third. Kyle Moyer has dropped back to that 4th spot. Nice battling going on throughout the field. Here comes Salter. He's down to the bottom of Lon Franks. Greg Tuberville in the number 20 machine. He's up on the top shelf, almost 4 wide racing. There's Head Start. Charlie Harrell down on the bottom.
Yeah, they're doing really good back there. They're 3 wide. They were 4 wide there for about half a lap. Lon Franks pulled out of it. Now Charlie Harrell pulls out of it. They go back double wide. Up there is Salter down underneath Tuberville. That is racing for the 5th spot. Up front, it is all car number 71 of Daniel Stifler in the lead. Second right now, the 117 of Derek Dupree. Derek Fedkenauer in for 3. Kyle Moyer 4th, and Jason Salter there holding on to 5th. Is looks like Lon Franks is number 23. Gets a little bit loose out of turn number 4. He's to the inside of Greg Tuberville. That is racing for 7th as they exit turn number 2.
Yeah, great racing going on back there as Lon Franks trying to work over the bottom side there in the number 23, trying to get around Tuberville. One of the notes that we have here tonight, Phil, E.J. Jones not in the field here tonight. I know he snuck out into the chat box trying to be inconspicuous, but we see you out there, E.J. Not with us here tonight. Not sure if this is his favorite track. Rocky Battenfield, last week's winner, who would start scratch on the field tonight, also not with us. I know he had a conversation with me earlier. He wanted to watch because he was bored. I believe he's out there on the road.
Well, more than likely out there on the road. As then you see the 44 car, our buddy Head Start Charlie Harrell. He got really kicked out of shape. He was running about 8th. He's been drop kicked out outside the top dozen. He's stuck up high in a 3 to 4 wide battle back there with cars around him, such as, let's see, we got Justin Pruitt back there. We got Justin Gledhill, Barrett Bishop, Jim Revis is the 21 in there. Daniel Price snuck into the mix. Also the 6 car of Ryan Bronson. That is a gaggle of race cars. Oh, Head Start, he has his hands full. He was up on the top couple of rows. Well, now he's all the way outside that top 12. He is fighting for his life tonight in car 44.
Yeah, watching him as he drifts up the track here. Now coming under fire from Trey Jones. And the number 6 machine of Ryan Bronson. Bronson down to the bottom side of that Speedway sponsored machine. Contact made with Harrell. They keep it right in the right direction. The one tags them. They all keep it clean and green down the back straightaway. Good driving by all 3 of those drivers. Trey Jones, the number 6 machine of Bronson, and the 44 of Head Start, Charlie Harrell. And that 44 machine did a fantastic job gathering it back in there, Phil. No yellow flag. We're still clean and green here at the dirt track of Charlotte.
No, and I'm glad you showed that off because up front there's really not too much going on. Jason Salter trying to peek to the inside there, running in the 5th spot, trying to peek under Kyle Moyer's 111 up there, running in 4th. Well, that's really the only battle going on up here up front. The best racing is going on back there now. Moyer's going to bring the 111 down to the low side of Derek Fedkenauer in turn number 3. They're going to battle for the 3rd spot. Daniel Stifler still leading, but look at Kyle Moyer. Slides up the hill, makes a little contact with Fedkenauer. Derek stays on the gas. He'll motor run back on the outside. That's a good 3-car battle for the 3rd spot off the exit of 2.
Fantastic battling going on down the back straightaway still with the 111 machine of Kyle Moyer down on the bottom, trying to get around Fedkenauer. Fedkenauer, no easy task to get around here to come off a turn number 4 forward bite, just not there. Here comes Jason Salter back to the top side. He's going on the assault there in the number 10 machine. Now back down to the bottom, trying to switch his groove up, trying to search for the most moisture that these guys can get here tonight, Phil. Normally, Norterius here for the dirt track of Charlotte. The groove goes up next to that wall. Right now, it's not happening. We are still running about the middle portion of the track. So we're enjoying this as the 86 of Fedkenauer now goes down to the assault way down on the bottom next to those U tires in turn 1.
Well, that's what I was assuming was going to happen here, is they were running a little lower through the first 10 laps. It started to drift up through the middle, and I think, as you said, that group's going to go up a little higher. I thought somebody would go down there and try the extreme low side. Fedkenauer does that. Slide jump throw there as he completes the pass, but here comes Stifler back to the inside. So Derek found something down low, maybe doing a little bit of homework now for later. Look at that roar he gets off the exit of 2. Him and Derek Dubry alongside. Daniel Stifler are going to have to hold both those guys back. It's a good race to the lead now off of 4.
Stifler already one guy that's got a win on the season. Yellow flag's good to fly there, Phil. I caught the tail end of that one. It was Barrett Bishop around by himself, all by his selfie here. And we're not going to go back on the replay and show that, but Barrett Bishop around all by himself.
A selfie. He did a selfie, self-spinny for the 3-car. Barrett Bishop goes around in a loop. Not really too much to show there. Didn't even kick all the way around. Just got sideways, stuck on the inside lane. Caution flag going to come out here for the first time. Lap number 20. Welcome to Dirt Warrior Racing. All you guys out there watching tonight. Full Velocity TV in the house. Phil Lacasse and Todd Stanton. We may not sound our best, but we're going to give you the best we got out here tonight. As both of us been sick here most of the week. Todd's been having a rough afternoon. I've been having the worst of. I've been sick all week and been on the air every night. This is the absolute worst I have felt here all week. So we're going to try to suck this up and get through it and take that nice day tomorrow to just kind of lounge around and do a whole lot of nothing and hopefully recuperate. So I want to thank all you guys out there tuning in tonight, watching, our supporters each and every night. I see our old buddies out there like Andy Margot and Bob Tompkins. I see Earl Clements out there. Earl getting the Star Gang all lit up out there. Stars donations, guys. Help us out with Stars donations. We'll play hurt for you, just like we're showing here tonight. You're not going to find a crew that's more dedicated than the two of us here at Full Velocity TV. Even at the worst of our feeling, we're going to try to give you the top of our game. So show us some love tonight, guys. Stars donations. Let us feel the love. Let us know you appreciate all we do out there for the sim racing community. We had a great event last night, Todd, going back into NR 2003 over to Hobo Racing. Cup Cars at Texas Motor Speedway. That was a great time to go home and do some NR 2003 stuff. But we come back tonight to the dirt where we've got very, very comfortable. And we're in for so far the first one half of this race, or 1/3 of the race. Very good edition of Wednesday Night Street Fights on tap here tonight in Charlotte.
I have to say I agree with you, Phil. I'm just trying to switch over on the buttons a little bit slow here tonight. As my reactions are even slow tonight. Just to give you a little, for instance, how sick I am, Phil. And Phil can answer this question for you. Phil, I had a full course dinner in front of me. I ate 5 bites of mashed potatoes.
That's not Todd. No, I've seen the boy eat. That boy can eat. He's all but 6'6", and he can put the food away. He 5 spoonfuls of potatoes. Todd not feeling well either tonight. We're going at it here tonight. Wednesday Night Street Fights back under green flag racing. Daniel Stifler going to lead the field off 1 and 2. Fedkenauer and Dubry are going to go right back to where they left off, battling for that second spot into turn 3. Fedkenauer up high, Dubry down low. Racetrack so far looks to be holding up really well as they're 3 wide back there. Lon Franks in the middle of a good little 3-car gaggle back there. It looks like with Justin Glenhill, Greg Turberville. Lon Franks to meet in the sandwich. Now caution can come to the speedway, and even more cars going around in the backstretch. I think Glenhill may have got turned around back there off a 23 car, but I think even more happened back there on that. So Todd may not be feeling well, but I'm going to put him to work down there in the Full Velocity TV trailer. Make him go back and show you what happened out there to show us our first Full Velocity TV replay of the night. I did see the secondary issue of that, but I did not see the actual cause of the caution flag. So Todd, maybe you'll be quicker at it than I can get back there to look at it, but they were going at 2, 3, and sometimes 4 wide through the back of the field. I'm sure you got something cool to show.
Yeah, it was definitely a 3 wide situation. Tuberville, I think, thought he was clear. Clipped into the left rear of the 111. Around he went in front of the 2 other drivers. Collecting Justin Gledhill. That was on a bad habit there. 4 wide there for Gledhill. Man, his bad luck continues. I mean, I'd like to see him win a race. I've been pushing for Justin Gledhill. Come on, Justin. Maybe I'll even have to offer him something. I don't know, Phil. I want to see him win here on Full Velocity TV. He's come darn close and such a good guy.
Well, I would say offer him some of the girls that we had down at EJ's camp the other night partying after a Sunday night showdown this past week. But listening to the way 2 of us sound and conspicuous by his absence, no EJ Jones, maybe I don't want to offer the girl service out there. Could have been something contaminated. All those. It could be the reason that just the two of us feel like garbage and EJ not even here tonight. So, Lord only knows what we found here a few nights ago. Justin Glenhill, though, we are rooting for this guy. Great guy. Don't want to beat him up too bad out here tonight. He's been running really good lately. The 51 car, you're going to see him contending for a win here before the end of Season 4 of Wednesday Night Street Fight. So looks like this time around we should be able to go back to Green Flag Racing now, working lap number 2765. Going to be the advertised distance on the scoreboard tonight. It is Daniel Stifler. Won here a couple of weeks ago at Street Fights. Can he pull a second win off this season? Derek Fedkenhauer, multiple-time winner on the airwaves this year. He's going to start outside the front row. We are back to Green Flag Racing, working now lap number 28 here in Charlotte.
A little bit delayed on there, Phil. Good thing you said Green Flag Racing, because I was still on the replay. Contact made there with the outside wall. Not sure who that was. I think they were still staying clean and green down the back straightaway. Here in the turn number 3, Fedkenhauer going on the top shelf of the speedway. And that number 86 machine side-by-side battle with Daniel Stifler. Here comes Jason Salter. And that number 10 machine, that Trash Panda graphics sponsor machine. You want to wrap. Hit up Jason Salter. I got a beautiful wrap out there for me. It's contact made. I believe that's going to bring out another yellow flag there. That's towards the end of the field, Phil. And I believe that was with Tuberville.
I believe it was, and I got some kind of catastrophic issue going on here. I lost all communication with the racetrack here in Charlotte, so I am trying to beam back in, but I've lost all signal down there, Todd. Hope everything's okay.
Yeah, indeed, everything is okay. Just watching Jim Revis just barely get into the side of the 20. He really had nowhere to go. It was like a 5-wide situation. And then we had some roof surfing by the number 20 of Greg Tuberville. That brought out the yellow flag. He got back on all fours, and then he was able to join the pit road and going to have to get some repairs to that number 20 machine. Tough break for Greg Tuberville.
All right, well, I can officially say I have completely lost touch here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, trying to reboot all of my stuff here to come back in, but definitely under yellow. Issues there with Greg Tuberville, so I'm going to leave you hanging here for a second, Todd. I'm going to try to feverishly scamper to kind of get myself back in there.
That's definitely a great time to give a shout out to some of our sponsors, one of those being Evil One Graphics. I guess Evil One Graphics did not want to work with me. That video must have changed my desktop icons around again. And the video for Evil One Graphics not playing on the screen. Was in a hurry to get everything set up. Like I said, I've been sick here all evening long, all day long pretty much. It came up on me pretty fast. Phil getting back to work down there, trying to get himself back realigned here in the server. The field is restacked. They're repacked. iRacing.com. Pace truck going to bolt down to Pier Road. It is Derek Fedkenhauer, Daniel Stifler, Jason Salter, Lon Franks, Derek Dupree, Jim Revis, Justin Pruitt, Kyle Moyer, Ryan Bronson, and Trey Jones round out your top 10. Just waiting on that green flag to put the hammer down. Green flag is in the air, and we're racing. Fedkenhauer leads down into corner number 1, about a 5-car length advantage over the number 71 of Daniel Stifler. Stifler right now holding 10, hanging 10 there. In the 71 machine right there is Jason Salter. In the number 10 machine, Derek Dupree and Lon Franks. That is your top 5. Stifler trying to close the gap between himself and the number 86 of Fedkenhauer. Not going to be had down the back straightaway here in the turn number 3. Jason Salter goes on to the assault.
Salter on to the assault there of the 71 of Stifler. You don't want to let Fedkenhauer get out front. We know how fast he has been so far through the opening of 2019. Derek Fedkenhauer leading on that Daniel Stifler machine. Jason Salter back there racing him on a gaggle of cars. I should be ready to go here, Todd, in a second. I'm finally getting all loaded back in, so I'll see out there in a live capacity what's going on.
Yeah, definitely trying to make it through this little segue here. No, the 86 machine right now currently leading about 2 car lengths over. The nice battle going on for that second spot between Salter and Stifler. Stifler right now holding on to position number 2. Salter dived down to the bottom there momentarily. It is Salter right now trying to go on the assault, still continuing to go on the assault. Fedkenhauer trying to drive off into the sunset last time by 19.557. Nobody is as quick as the number 86 machine besides 4th place running Lon Franks. Lon Franks with a 19.541.
Yeah, Lon Franks is definitely coming on the prowl here in that 23 car. I no surprise that at all. And I expected him. I expect Salter up there contending for a win. I expect Jim Revis to come up toward the front. I expect the 3-car of Barrett Bishop to come back. Looks like, is there more carnage ensuing there? I got something going on off my screen. I'm not sure how far behind I am, but thought I saw somebody going around. Maybe I was wrong there, so I'm still kind of getting back here loaded up live, and cars are starting to blink in and out all over the place. So I think next time you throw me the call, Todd, I'll be ready to run with it.
Just giving a couple different angles here on the camera, watching this field roar through the Charlotte dirt track of Charlotte, and just waiting for these guys to start separating here. As Lon Frank's been the fastest here as of late in that number 23 machine. He's all over the rear bumper of Daniel Stifler. Salter trying to make the bottom side work in the number 10 machine. He's one of the guys that said it's probably going to go to the top, so he's going to try to set it up to try to make the bottom work. And that number 10 machine so far doing pretty well, working over the bottom side, hub sucking here in that number 10 machine, able to pull in that second spot.
He's got up to the second spot, indeed, over Stifler. But the question we had here earlier, we know this racetrack always seems to drift it up to the top shelf of the racetrack. That's where all the grip kind of seems to go. And, right now we're seeing 3 distinct lines. Salter running the extreme bottom, Stifler up top. And you see guys like Lon Franks there running the extreme middle part of the racetrack where it's kind of starting to darken off. You see him get real loose right there. Up the racetrack, Salter goes around. Here comes Stifler back to the inside. Jim Revis also going to enter that fray as well as couple of more cars. Looks like Derek Dupree is back there amongst others, all trying to capitalize on issues. That the old Speedway car, number 6 of Ryan Bronson, up into the top 10 now. So these guys all trying to find grip right now. Jason Salter is, right now the victor in that battle for second. The race is now on for third between Lon Franks up high, the 71 of Stifler down low. Jim Revis now trying to make that a 2 to 3 car dance up there. 21 car going to split the difference into the middle. He's going to try to shoot Lon Franks to the middle. He can't make that happen. Jim gets really loose off the exit of 2. Has a great save in that car. So the race is still on now. Caution flag going to come out the speedway here. Caution, caution, caution. And I can't imagine that might have not been something there. If it wasn't for the 21, it probably was pretty close to it back there as the 21 really got away from, I think it was Jim Revis there that may have went around. I'm not sure if Todd's going to have the ability to go back and show this replay, as I know he had a phone call coming in too. So, we're both scrambling here tonight, guys. It's been a long night. It's been a long day. We're both sick as could be, and we're both trying to give you the best of the best show we could give you here tonight live on Full Velocity TV, now working lap number 46 of 65, so 2/3 the way home in this week's edition of Wednesday Night Street Fights. Can't say enough about this great league. Jim Revis, Jason Salter, Eric Eidstad, these guys are the best of the best. Street stock racing at its absolute finest. Week after week, every Wednesday night here, live on Full Velocity TV with Wednesday Night Street Fights, and also every Sunday with the DWR Sunday Night Shootout, which is an open setup series, basically follows the same schedule week after week with the same racetrack. So come on out to DWR, find their links on Facebook, go in the iRacing Simulation, hook up on their Discord, come be a part of what a great league here. These guys do an awesome job. Cannot recommend them enough. And, of course, going to thank Jim and all the guys over at Evil One Graphics. Evil One Graphics, great car wraps. Get a hold of Jim Revis now and get yourself a nice new custom ride. Evil One Graphics, they're not only good, they are evil. Got to thank the guys over at DirtSeries.com. We'll be back on the airwaves this coming Monday night with them. The Randomizer Challenge, DirtSeries.com, another great place to be here for a lot of great short-track dirt racing here in iRacing. Also got to thank Spatafora Firearms. SpataforaFirearms.com is how you find Brendan there. All your needs you may have, look up his website. He'll take care of you. As we're back to green flag racing for this round of DWR Wednesday Night Street Fights, working lap number 49. It is Derek Fedkenhauer up to the lead. The race is on for second, held by Jason Salter. Here comes Lon Franks and a gaggle of other cars. It's a good race now. Here comes Salter to the low side, looking for the lead off of 4.
Excuse me as I interrupt this message with a cough. The number 87 of Derek Fedkenhauer. Right now, your current race leader, Salter, going on to the assault there. The number 23 of Lon Franks running in that third spot, 3 wide battle. Going on for the 4th spot, Daniel Stifler is on the inside of that 3 wide battle. He's the meeting between the sandwich as of right now. Stifler starting to drop up, and contact made with the Uke tire. Ryan Bronson does a old spinneroonie.
And not the type of spinneroonie you want to do here in Charlotte, but Bronson definitely hits it, goes around. We're still green. Off of forward is still Fetkenhauer leading Jason Salter. Lon Franks there running in third. Good battle going on for that fourth spot. It looks like it's Stifler 71 trying to take the fight to the 117 of Derek Dubree. They're 4 wide behind them, and thankfully the yellow flag comes out because this was about to get ugly as one car goes around in turn number 3, and not sure who it was down there spinning out. It was a white car. I believe that might have been Michael Whitlock's number 00. That got all kind of squirrely, so whatever it was, something happened there. I think they may have blinked off the screen, maybe lost connection there, but all I know, back under caution on lap number 53. What do you think Derek Fetkenhauer's thinking about all these cautions, Todd?
Well, he just starts to get out to a pretty decent lead in that number 86 machine. Yellow restacks him. Jason Salter is pretty quick up top. In that number 10 machine, he's trying to make it work up there, and he's able to fend off the charges here, Fetkenhauer. But I should say Fetkenhauer is able to charge. Yeah, wow, Phil. So tongue-tied here. Todd Stanton is, I feel like a Cubs announcer or something that, you remember watching Wild Thing. I feel like that guy right now, like 2 sheets to the wind.
Must be talking Bob Uecker and talking about Wild Thing, and yeah, that wasn't the Cubs, that was the Cleveland Indians, but we won't crucify you there. It's you and I could go back in baseball, and I could talk you around for hours and shake my head at what you may not know. Oh, we know Todd knows nothing about baseball, but yeah, he's quoting, Major League right there. That was a great one. Todd, if you're feeling 2 sheets to the wind like Bob Uecker, well, pass me one, because my head is screaming.
Yeah, definitely got to do something like that. We're going to have to. EJ Jones not with us here tonight, so where are we going to get our beverages? We're going to have to find somebody out there. They got to have the tailgate necessities so we can go get some beverages, Phil. And then maybe we can just pass out on the grass like normal.
Sudafed and NyQuil. I don't need the beer tonight. I don't need the burgers, the dogs. I don't have the appetite. I don't have the energy. I don't want the party, the music. Sudafed and NyQuil and a good old-fashioned night on the pillow. We're back to green flag racing here at the dirt track of the Charlotte Motor Speedway. We're under 10 laps remaining in this week's round of Wednesday Night Street Fight 6. Derek Fetkenhauer leading Jason Salter off of turn number 2. There's a good 3-wide battle going on for third. Barrett Bishop has entered the fight. Lon Franks in the middle. Derek Dubree down low. 3 wide. Who's going to get fried? Looks like they're going to keep it all steady there. Back to 2 wide. Give that position to Barrett Bishop now up to third off the backstretch.
Yeah, Barrett Bishop doing a fantastic job in the number 3 machine, coming on late like he normally does. And now Salter down to the bottom is Fetkenhauer way up to the top shelf of the speedway up next to that wall. Looks like Salter going to leave that time by. If a quick yellow comes out, Salter's going to have this lead, Phil, as 8 laps remain here. The 10 machine, a little crafty down on the bottom side, but he's going to leave the door wide open for that number 3 of Barrett Bishop down the back straightaway here to turn number 3. Now Bishop goes on the salt way down to the bottom.
Oh, please leave Crafty out of it because I don't want to start singing here tonight. But they're almost now 3 wide for the race lead into turn number 1. Barrett Bishop going to try to sneak his way to the low side. Jason Salter up high, chasing Fetkenhauer. You can see Lon Franks using the momentum of the outside lane. He's going to pull alongside the 3 car of Barrett into turn number 3. Barrett's got that move happening down low. The speed of the racetrack looks to be all up high. Fetkenhauer going to lead. The race is still on for 3 into turn 1. Bishop now down low. Lon Frank stuck up high. Here comes Salter in the middle. He's going to look for the lead in 3.
Yeah, almost a handful of laps left here, Phil, as they come out of turn number 4. Salter way down on the bottom side. Fetkenhauer running that cushion up towards the top shelf of the speedway. Salter going to lead that time by. He's got to drive off the corners. Handful of laps, 5 laps right here at the dirt track of Charlotte. Barrett Bishop still working over the bottom, trying to make something else work. Here comes Lon Franks now into 3rd.
Lon's up to 3rd, and I really think, looking at this, if I had a guess to throw right now, as long as Lon don't stick it off the wall here, I think Lon has a really good shot to maybe go up there and steal this race in these last 5 laps. He's been good all night, really good on the outside lane of the racetrack. Look at the run he gets off the exit of 2. Salter trying to make it happen down low of Fetkenhauer. Those 2 guys start racing, Todd. I like Lon Franks, who maybe go up there and steal this thing here tonight, as this time around, 63 laps going to be up in the working lap here on the scoreboard.
what's that mean? 3 laps remaining here for the number 86 of Derek Fedkenhauer. The 10 of Jason Salter jumps the cushion, leaves the door wide open for Lon Franks down here into turn number 3. It looks like Franks going to pull a slider through 3 and 4, put Lon Franks up to that second spot. He gets around Salter. Derek Fedkenhauer, this is what he wants to see, his popsicle sticks in the air, 2 more trips around the speedway. This is what he wants to see, those guys racing really hard. He can drive off into the sunset. These guys coming hot and heavy down the back straightaway here into turn number 3. Salter still battling with the 23 of Franks. They're still able to gather in the number 86 at Derek Fedkenhauer. White flag in the air.
One more trip around the 4/10 mile here in Charlotte. Can Derek Fedkenhauer hold on to take this round of Wednesday night street fights? Lon Franks running up high. Salter down low off the backstretch. It is all Fedkenhauer. Does Franks have one more to throw? He's going to come to the low side. Maybe a slide job. They're side by side through 4. Lon's up the hill. Fedkenhauer's going to hold him off. Give Derek Fedkenhauer the win over Lon Franks. In for second, Jason Salter third, Barrett Bishop fourth. And is that Trey Jones in the 11 car? Somehow, sneaky Trey Jones up in the top 5. Great race by these guys. That's probably one of these races, Todd. They just keep getting better and better night in, night out. Tremendous job by all these guys at DWR, and great job by Derek Fedkenhauer.
Definitely a fantastic job. Fedkenhauer knocking down the cones. What the cones ever do to him is they're going to have to replace those cones, Phil. Is the 86 doing some donuts. Victor Layton donuts down on the front straightaway. Salter also down there in the number 10 machine. It looks like they're going to derby it out. The Pruitt machine down there also. So what a fantastic race here tonight. Unofficial results up on the screen. We're going to make our way over to Discord and interview our top 3.
Testing. We're over here in the DWR Discord. Todd, do we have a copy with our fans?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, we do. If I find out what button it is to push, we do have copy here, Phil.
All right, so let's move into the post-race show here. And first off, we will talk to our third place finish, car number 10 of Jason Salter. We'll bring Jason into the conversation down here. 10 car is really good tonight, Jason. Up in the third spot there. You were finding the grip down low. You were looking up high. You were looking through the middle. Racetrack was in tremendous shape here tonight. That was a great race. Tell us all about those closing laps. That was awesome.
Yeah, man, I was just trying to make anything work other than that top. Every time we come out here, it seems like the top's always dominant, and I figured I'd try something a little different around the bottom, and it worked a little bit, but I just couldn't get the speed to get around him. But overall, it was a pretty good race.
You really had to send it in huge there tonight. Lon threw that really nice move on you with that slide job, and I think that's really the only play you guys had was driving it down there really deep, drifting it up there, and probably making the guy behind you kind of break free there and lift off the gas pedal. Is that what you saw out there as well?
Yeah, I try not to do that. I hate throwing slide jobs most of the time. I like to pass people, stick to one lane and try to pass people, but that's the only thing you do in iRace nowadays is to have to do a slide job. But yeah, I hit the wall and wanted to, and it kind of screwed my momentum up trying to run after Derek, but he had a pretty good win and a lot of speed under him, and so did Lon. But I don't know, one day we'll finish something other than third.
Well, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Jason Salter, another great job here tonight. Had a really good competitive car, led some laps. Hey, you're on the podium. You're talking on Full Velocity TV, but it's all broken for you. So I'm going to throw you the mic one more time. Take this of my sick butt. You probably want to disinfect that a little bit too. And give a shout to everybody out there watching tonight here, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out and running with us, and had a great time. And thank you guys for broadcasting. Y'all the best in business, even whenever you're down and out like tonight. And I'd like to thank Trash Panda Graphics for putting an excellent wrap for the car. And Hope we go out here and do it again some other time.
I got a feeling he's going to, ladies and gentlemen. That is car number 10, Jason Salter, bringing it home tonight in the third spot. We'll let him get back to his team, and we'll go down here and we'll see if we can't talk to another buddy of ours. We've talked to this guy a lot here recently. That is car number 23 of Lon Franks tonight in the second spot. Lon, with 5 laps to go, I told everybody out there watching, I think Derek and Jason are going to start going at it. Lon's got a good car up high. I thought you were going to go up there and steal that win, man. 1 spot short, but God, good ride for you.
Yeah, it was a good run. Make it up there. Throwing a few sliders here and there. You can make the bottom work, but you had to get it just right. You could do it for a lap or two, but you couldn't run the bottom. So just had to do what I could,
As Jason said, and I'm sure you'll echo it here, Charlotte, every time we come here, always seems to be a single groove up against the wall kind of racetrack. You said the inside lane was there for 1 lap. It looked like it was really tough to pass. Did you think the same there behind the wheel? Because I think you may have passed more cars than anybody else.
Yeah, it was real hard to pass. I mean, you hope they make a mistake up top when you decide to go down low to make it a little easier. But yeah, you get spread out. You can't run the bottom. I know Salter don't like them sliders, but I'm gonna open me up at White Castle. I'm throwing them left and right.
Oh, buddy, I like that one right there, Lon. Congratulations, brother. An awesome job on a second place finish. I'm going to give you the mic back here after Jason just disinfected it. I don't want my germs on there tonight. We are hacking up a lung and something fierce over here. But I'm going to throw you the mic one more time. Great crowd. You have a good fan support as always over here on Facebook Live. We're also on YouTube and Twitch TV. So anybody to say hello to, buddy, you know how this works.
Oh, my number 1 fan. She's over there on the couch watching. Meadow. All my family for watching. All the guys at DWR put this on. It a lot of effort, a lot of good group of guys. It's a good deal. All the guys that race, you guys were putting it on. It's pretty cool.
Certainly is. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That is car number 23, Lon Franks. Another terrific run for us over here tonight at DWR. Lon brings it home in the runner-up spot. So that means there only could be one in victory lane, and I think we've done this a couple of times already this season. I'm going to take a sip of water here, and I'm going to throw it down to Mr. Todd Stanton in victory lane with our big winner here tonight, Derek Fedkenhauer in car number 86.
Definitely down here in victory lane, taking a chug of water myself, trying to keep myself hydrated here tonight. And Derek, fantastic race here tonight. You were able to make the pass on the outside, able to fend off hard charging Jason Salter. You had some.
Todd, have we lost you, Todd? Are you down there?
No, yeah. I was actually announcing without. Yeah. So the microphone was going live over the stream, and I wasn't going live here in Discord. So it was going live over the screen down here with Derek Fedkenhauer, having a fantastic race here, driving the number 86, able to fend off hard charger Jason Salter. Barrett Bishop was up there for a little bit. You got Daniel Stifler. Stifler dropped back. But I tell you what, Derek, this has been a custom place here for you down in Victory Lane here on Full Velocity TV. Tell us about this race.
Oh, it was a tough race, actually. I started a little further back than I normally do. I get pretty lucky on the pill draws, but there with that last caution, I looked down on the grid and see where people were, and I was pretty sure I was in trouble. And I gotta thank Jason for not racing me dirty and sliding me up and all that stuff.
Yeah, definitely a type of guy that does not like to. Definitely a type of guy that does not like to throw sliders, and that's Jason Salter running you clean here tonight, Derek. And fantastic showing here. What was going through your mind? Phil asked me this question. What was going through your mind? You start to get to a good lead. Yellow flag comes out.
Oh, I had a pretty good lead, and when that yellow came out, I was getting nervous because I knew when I looked down at the grid, I knew who was there, and I was just praying. I needed to get to the top, and I needed to hold that line and just pray that it worked.
All right, Derek, as accustomed to here on Full Velocity TV. Thank you. We'd like to thank you here tonight. The microphone, the floor is all yours here on Full Velocity TV.
Of course, thanking my team over at Midwest Racing Development, DWR for putting this on. I mean, this is the best street stocks out there you can run with. Great, clean racing. You guys over at Full Velocity TV put on one heck of a show, always. And that's about.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, driving the MRT sponsored number 86. That's Derek Fedkenhauer taking down the win here at the dirt track in Charlotte. Another notch here in 2019. Another win here in the Street Stock Division. Fedkenhauer on fire here on Full Velocity TV.
Yeah, he absolutely is on fire for sure. Simply in fuego. Yeah, I like that one too. Derek Feckenhauer, he has been the man so far in the street stocks here in 2019 and picks up yet another win here at DWR. Wednesday Night Street Fights, this week's edition, goes to car number 86 of Derek Fedkenhauer. Got to thank all the guys over here at DWR, Jim Revis, Jason Salter, Eric Eichstack. Got to thank our buddy Martin Karcher, graphics guy, Jake Keel for Full Velocity Radio, Jack Truin, who was on the call here for us tonight. He was ready to go out here in controls if Todd couldn't go. Todd and Phil have been sick here all day. Todd almost didn't make the show altogether, so I'm glad he did. Got to thank him for all his efforts out there. Why we're the best team in the business. We try to pick each other up and fight through it. We certainly did here tonight on this round of Full Velocity TV. We're back on the airwaves here on Friday night. We go back over to Hard Motorsports. 305 Sprint Cars. Be back there 7:30 p.m. on Friday night. So for Todd, I am Phil. We'll see you back here 2 nights from now. A well-deserved day off and hopefully feeling a whole lot better Friday night when we talk to you once again here live with another round of Full Velocity TV. See you.
Good night.